Hi, New Life family. I just want to give you a little bit of an update of what God is doing church-wide at New Life Community Church. 27 locations, 42 worship services, and internationally we have several locations in different countries. First of all, let me say how excited I am what God is doing among our youth. We just had over 300 teenagers go on a youth retreat with 80 leaders, so let's give it up for the leaders that got very little sleep. But God is doing some powerful things. We saw young teenagers giving their life to Christ, rededicating themselves, committing themselves to serve. I feel like God is blowing a fresh wind in our youth, and I want you to pray with us that God would continue to do some amazing things among our young people. Secondly, you may know that we have been actively feeding literally tens of thousands of people over the last 18 months since COVID hit. I'm told that we have fed about 1.8 million people during this time of COVID. Let's give it up for all of the volunteers that have done this massive work at feeding people. Come on, give it up with me. It's been an incredible effort, but we're continuing to do so at 7 different locations. About 20,000 people a month are being fed. And by the way, we're feeding them, but we're praying for them, sharing Jesus with them, ministering to their heart and soul. And we've seen people respond, come to Christ, integrate into the church, and so many needs being met. The other thing I wanted to celebrate with you is that in spite of COVID, we have seen about 110 people baptized this year. So people are continuing to come to Christ, continuing to get mentored, and continuing to take that step of believer's baptism. Just this past week, we had several baptisms that occurred, and we're all about making disciples at New Life Community Church. And let's not forget our international locations. I just saw some images of our churches in northern Spain, baptizing people in the ocean, celebrating the goodness of God. And this is part of our ministry here at New Life Community Church. One other thing I want to celebrate is that this past weekend we did a conference, a one-day conference for all our small group leaders called Rally. It was energized. There was tons of enthusiasm. Whoa, what a powerful conference as we train our small group leaders to get ready for our small group season, starting for most of us starting next week or the week after. So I hope that you join a small group. Let me tell you, I am so proud, so energized to be a part of a movement church like this, New Life Community Church. And a church in the city, for the city, making disciples all around the city. So thank you for being a part of this movement that we call New Life. God bless you.